What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, all right? We appreciate you all for tuning in with us. Hopefully, maybe we can get this out by tomorrow. Give some people something special, something to look forward to. They're going to be at home, chilling, doing what they do. But you know what time it is. It's time to speak the fuck up. You hear what you got, Joe, your man Pete, and your man Griff, all right? We're in the holiday season of giving thanks, so be thankful for your motherfucking self, all right? Yeah. You've been fucking with yourself all year. Look, shit's been tough out here. We know shit's been tough. You've been getting through it, so more power to you, baby. I'm glad to be in here with my fellas for another week, man. This shit keeps me happy, keeps me going. I was ready to get done with class to get over here with my guys. And as you know, I got to check in with you. Pete, what's going on? How you doing?
I didn't get to eat lunch because I was waiting for this guy.
I know, same here. I was running today.
He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go home and change real quick." And then,
I had to shower. I had to,
took him an hour and a half.
No, it took me 45 minutes. By the time I got done,
took him an hour and a half to put a yellow beanie on.
I got home at 1:38. I got out and back in the truck at 2:15. Come on, don't play me, Pete. Like, come on, man. Hey, if we gotta get together, we gotta get together like 3 hours before the show to do anything and do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I was giving you a hard time.
Yeah, okay. You hungry? I look good? I do?
Yeah. Check out a mannequin?
Yeah. No, I don't dress like a mannequin. That's reserved for me. Reserved. Yeah. No, that's okay though. That's how you get it in. Griff, how you doing?
Man, I'm good, man.
You good?
Good, man.
Well, you busy? How was it? How was out of town? Tell me about it.
It was good. It was good to see the fellas. Good to see my boy retire. That was a big moment. You know, we were all holding back.
Where he retired from?
Retired out of the Marine Corps.
20 years.
20 years.
That's a long
the world's
time.
greatest fighting force.
Yeah.
Is this the one that's going into nursing?
No, that's Johnny.
Okay.
He couldn't make it to the retirement ceremony because he couldn't get off work.
Yeah.
Or whatever, because they just started him, I think, last week.
Right.
So he couldn't get that time off to come to the ceremony. But still, it was good to see a few of my boys there. You know, like our old OIC, the guy who was in charge of all of us. Like it was a good trip. It was real good.
Tell me, has he talked about like how he's gonna adjust 20 years as a Marine? Like what he has a plan already, right?
Yes, he does. Actually, he got a job here.
Okay.
So he'll be in Garland. So he'll be close.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, man, you got to be somewhere where you got support. And he's like, well, I'll be in Dallas. I'm like, well, perfect. You know what I'm saying? So my goal, honestly, next year is to get my whole freaking unit moved to Dallas.
Right.
I know that's far-fetched, but still.
Possible.
I'm a find.
Do you still talk to your whole unit? You still talk to your whole unit?
All the time. We got a group chat. We just be talking shit the whole time, all the time.
Damn, that's lovely, dog.
It's dope, man.
Do some units fall out of touch with each other and that's it?
And not that I know of. Not
Yeah, because you go through so much. You go through so much.
Yeah.
Like together and things like that. Y'all go through a lot of situations. I can literally only imagine. Yeah. You see that shit portrayed in movies. Shit disrespectfully. No, you see that stuff portrayed in movies and things like that. So I can only imagine the camaraderie and the bond that you really have for somebody that was willing to sacrifice blood for another brother. Somebody that you met. And you're on this walk of life together. And be thankful for that.
Oh yeah, very. Thankful.
That's a family outside of family. Family outside of family is very important. Well, goddamn, especially right now for Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah,
that's tomorrow. What's the plans? What's on the plans? What's on the docket?
Well, my family ain't really doing nothing, but I'm gonna go to Seasons 52 in North Park. They have like a Thanksgiving.
Is it a restaurant?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds
they have
fancy.
Like a Thanksgiving type of deal, to where you can go at a certain time and they have a Thanksgiving feast type
that's
of
cool.
deal. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, man.
Yeah,
something simple. Because at first I was like, maybe we should cook on. And I was like, maybe.
That's what we do.
That means you got to clean.
Yeah, and I'm like, I ain't got time for that.
I told Pete earlier, if you stuck a chicken inside of a turkey, does that mean that it gobbled the cock?
He said that in the middle of class.
But to be only, I didn't say that out loud. Technically, right? Am I wrong?
You right.
You take it wherever you want to take it from right there. Pete, what you got going on tomorrow?
I'm gonna go see my niece and nephew.
Nice.
Looking forward to it. I haven't seen him in a while.
Is that your sister's house?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Y'all haven't. Do y'all celebrate Thanksgiving? Or y'all doing it all over there?
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful time to be with family and do things like that. Be thankful for the ones around you. Mm-hmm. But I was honestly thinking, man. Like I had said in class, like to be thankful for yourself this year. Like ever since February or March, you've been put through the ringer, especially for people who, I'm going to say single parents, people who are self-employed, people who had things going for them and everything was knocked off by COVID. you were dealt a hand and you're still here standing.
Right.
You're still here standing. So be thankful for yourself. And not only that, I had to take a step back. I was on the drive over here and I was like, you know what? I'm thankful for the people around me that have helped me along the way, especially while I've been here in Dallas in that transition, man. And my thoughts immediately came to you two, the people around me, my lady, things like that. It's been, at first that I was kind of in class and I was like, nah, be thankful for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you got to fuck with yourself. You got to grind through it and get through shit. But then I started thinking like, no, you can be thankful. I think because lately, as far as my trust with people has been broken with people, just like I'm looking at people a whole lot differently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I can really only fuck with myself. So, you know what? I'm going to be thankful for my motherfucking self. That's it. But then I had to take a step back and be like, yo, you wouldn't be here without people around you. And that's
Support,
anybody.
man.
Right.
That's anybody. Support, people say self-made and doing things like that. Along the way, somebody bought your shit.
Yeah.
Along the way, somebody shared what you had. Along the way, somebody did something to help you prepare yourself. So no one's truly self-made. You do have a support system around you. Now, as far as the hustle and grind and you staying up late and doing things like that, absolutely. So giving people their flowers while we're here, because we've, divulging into it, holiday seasons. You had a friend who recently lost her dad.
Lost her dad to cancer, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had another member. This morning I was looking at a tattoo on her arm and it said, I love you from Dad. And I said, explain. I finally asked her, because I've seen her tattoos, and I was like, explain your tattoos to me. What do they mean? And when she got to that one, I said, is he still with us? And she said, he died last week. And then we had one who passed away today, the day before Thanksgiving. So I got to thinking about you two gentlemen right here, man. So I just want to say I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, especially as we progress through, because no one could have predicted this. Look where we're at in 2020. Yeah. No one could have predicted this. So I'm glad to be here with you fellas.
Man, about to start in tears.
I know, man.
Let's get that shit out the way. I had to get that sappy shit out, baby. Spit it out, baby.
I'm a man. Man,
we got some good shit to get to, man. Holiday season, turkey time. It's time to eat, baby. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry than a mug.
I'm going to challenge so much, man. Last year I ate so much, my belly was distended, and I still had to have sex. So I was like on the couch, fucking belly. Fucking on a full stomach like that is terrible. I'm probably, wait a minute. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it. You feel so disgusting. You've been there. You feel so disgusting. So did both of you, just nasty. I said, this is the ultimate sin. You gluttonous, your belly's distended, and you're in freaking lust. This does not, it feels good, but it feels terrible at the same time. I can't even fucking breathe. I'm over here sweating because I'm telling my truth. How are you gentlemen gonna handle tomorrow? Oh fuck, baby. That's where we're at. That's where we're at.
I guess you're right, man. Sometimes you just got to get that nut off, no matter what the situation.
Nah, sometimes you're too full, man. Sometimes you gotta chill out. You're bouncing on my stomach and shit. I gotta tap out on this one, baby. Hold on.
I feel disgusting, but let's keep going.
Is it over yet?
Both of y'all got the meat sweats.
Fucking drizzling yourself. You basting yourself. That turkey in there working up a motherfucking storm in your stomach, mac and cheese. That's where we're at. Goddamn. We're happy to be with you guys if you can't tell.
Oh, man.
We're happy to be with y'all, man. You guys want to get into that, man? Conquering holidays, the first time, you go your entire life with somebody, and then in the matter of a day, they're no longer there.
Yeah.
It's hard to cope with, man.
Yeah.
It's especially I haven't experienced something like that. Somebody super close to me. You know what I mean? It's like you talking to them one day and the next day they're not there. I haven't really experienced that like that, but I could only imagine how tough that would be. Say if it, losing your dad, you're real close to your pops. I'm close to my pops. I couldn't imagine talking to my dad one day and then next day he's not there. That's crazy to me, man. It's
it's a norm that you have your entire life,
right? It's we're all meant to die someday. I get that, but it's just it's hard to hard to think about it.
It's hard to grasp.
Like I'm thinking about my dad, and it's like, man, I couldn't.
You can't really grasp it until you go through it.
Until you go through it.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you don't want to, but that's life. But oof.
I think about that because my father and our relationship, we're getting closer as I get older and as he gets older. So he had a conversation with me where he called me. He said, "Hey, Joe, I got about 10 years left probably. I'm 70. Fuck.
Damn.
I don't even know your favorite color. I don't know your favorite food. I don't know nothing about you like that. How do I get to know you in the span of 10 years? Like, it's like he put a time limit on his own life, and it's like, that's not cool. And I'm very fine with our relationship, not mad at him or anything like that. So I used to ask myself this question when I was younger, because of the Tupac song where he talks about, crying for a stranger, and he's talking about his father.
Yeah.
And I used to think to myself when I was younger, I wouldn't cry if my father died. And now I'm at a point where I would lose my mind. Because there's so many things that I feel like I'm on a limited amount of time, and there's so much I want to know about you.
Right.
I want to know about every mistake that you made. I want to know about every path that you went wrong. So like when I hear these young ladies losing their father, I think about my dad, who we don't have that traditional, that societal relationship that you're supposed to have. Then I think about myself being a father and with my son and how close myself and my son are. And I'm like, shit, man. That shit's wild to think about, man. It's just wild to think about. Then we got real sad again.
I think as we get older or as we progress through life, the emphasis on certain things change. What's important to us start to change as well.
Yeah.
It's like you see people that are really invested in their careers, which is fine. I mean, that's part of life. But you take a step back and you think about it. It's like, man, if I was to die, my position would be filled in probably less than 24 hours. You think about it. Then you go through life and it's like you don't make time for the important people in your life, for those that actually genuinely care about you. And like Joe was alluding to, you got to give people their flowers while you still can. Give them their flowers while they're still alive. Yeah. And then again, like I said, as you progress through life and you start to go through things, and it's like, man, the things I used to think was important is not that important.
Right.
And it's like, man, I wish I spent more time with that individual, or I wish I did go to that dinner. And it's we talk about it all the time. We brush it over our shoulders, and it's like until something happens, and you have all these regrets, and it's like, man, I wish I'd done this differently.
Yeah, you and I were talking. So Pete and I got to work together this morning, and him and I were talking about that. And it alluded to me. I was like, damn, okay, now I understand the importance of birthdays.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, when it's, a birthday is not to be taken lightly. Oh, it's just another year.
Yeah.
No, it's not just another year. This is a year you made it back to your solar return when the sun was in your house, however you want to do it. Your birthday, solar return, whatever you want to say, you made it back to that point. Yeah, it should be celebrated because you're not necessarily guaranteed to get back to the point when life was granted to you, where you came out the womb or however you came about. You're not guaranteed to get back to that point. So it made me realize, like, yeah, birthdays are damn important. Because I think about, like, I've been thinking about my granddad, like, so much lately. And he died two years ago. This is November.
Yeah.
He died 2 years ago this November.
Right.
And it's just like, God damn, like, I wish I would have celebrated him more, been with him more. So now it's like, yeah, I want to celebrate myself more. I want to celebrate my son more. I want to celebrate you guys more. Like, it's not just another day, because those days aren't promised, and then one day, poof, you're gone.
It's not, and it's not just another year getting older.
Hell no.
Man, it's this year I just made it. Like,
Yeah.
I made it through the year.
alive.
I'm alive.
And years are fucking tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this one, 2020.
Yeah.
If you, we've
go ahead and
lost.
celebrate life.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of people throughout the world, not just
Right.
the United States, not just Texas, throughout the world. It's a universal thing. So be thankful for it. Celebrate that person. Do things like that. Shoot, Jehovah's Witness. Come on, break out, baby.
Yeah.
Celebrate one time.
birthdays. If your friend has a birthday and they're throwing a
Celebrate one time.
celebration, celebrate them.
Drink for them.
And don't just skip it. Like, oh, it's just another birthday. Nah, man.
it's not just. It's a very
It might be
important
the last
day.
birthday for all we know.
You might not see him. Yeah.
It
I'm
might
bad at
not
that,
be the last
man.
birthday.
I'm bad at that. I do not like celebrating my birthday.
We got to celebrate.
I've gotten better,
As you
I'll say,
progress.
this year and last year.
Yeah.
But before, I'm like, no.
I understand
would
that.
literally hide out in the crib. Like, I won't turn the phone off. Don't talk to nobody. I ain't going nowhere. Because it's just like, while I was in the Marine Corps, and a little bit before that, I was always in a bad situation for some reason.
On your birthday?
Around my birthday.
Yeah.
Right. So I just thought, I'm just cursed. My birthday is a cursed day. I'm going to hide. You know what I mean? So when I got out, it continued. Like my divorce was finalized 2 days after my birthday. So all of that stress building up to that happened, during my birthday. So I'm like, fuck my birthday.
Did you celebrate your birthdays when you were younger? Or was that something that was kind of like, just like, I
want to say a few of them.
My
mom probably threw a party or something like that. I just honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just, like, I've gotten better because of my support system, right? That lets me, like, Griff, you need to celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you could possibly not be here, but you are. Yeah. Celebrate that.
Yeah.
It's like, why the fuck are you sad because you're alive? That's stupid. Like, the more I think about it, it's like, that's fucking retarded.
Man, I'll be checking on Instagram. I'll be seeing those birthday parties at Citizen. I want one. I want a bottle of sparkling liquor shit. I want girls waving signs in there. Hey, Joseph, happy birthday. Yeah, that's right,
about
baby.
Me. Yeah.
You see that sign? That's my name on there. You want a drink? Nah, you can't have one. I got a lady. Get out my section. Maybe. It's important to be celebrated. It's important to celebrate yourself. It's important to celebrate other people, man. Like, pass that love out. Pass that love out. Yeah, man.
And it don't have to be something crazy. Like this year, so my guys that I smoke cigars and chill with and stuff like that, they called me randomly, like, hey, Griff, come out. We're gonna chill out, smoke cigars or whatever. And I got there, and they were like, yo, we celebrating you. Your birthday just passed last week. We're going to celebrate you. We're going to hang out, whatever. I'm like, oh, man, that's dope. Right. You know what I mean? It don't have to be nothing big, but it's still the fact that they were like, we recognize you.
Yeah.
Right? And they were like, we watched everything you've done this year, how you've grown, and you're just continuing to do, all these good things. Yeah. It's like, we're going to celebrate you today. I'm like, man.
We made it another year.
That shit hit me, bro. I'm like, damn, dude.
Because you're grateful for the people that actually want to celebrate. Like, y'all took y'all's time to like put something now. See, look, now I see it. Like, back in October, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this. I just want to sit at home, because that was my, I can't necessarily compare my situation to yours. It just felt like my 21st birthday, I'm thinking like, hey, we finna go out. I'm throwing up down by the stairs at the apartment, throwing up rice. You ever thrown up rice? That shit is terrible to throw the fuck up. Like, I'm sitting there taking shots of fucking E&J. Who takes shots of E&J? And not out of a shot glass, guys. Out of that little 6-ounce glass that all black people have at their house. That little 6-ounce glass, and they pouring, take this shot. I'm about 8 shots in, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going anywhere for my 21st birthday, but downstairs to throw up this goddamn. I had fried rice earlier that day, and cottage cheese come up, that shit was terrible, and I was like, you know what? Fuck these birthdays. Because this shit happens every single fucking year. Don't shit come from it. But now, I just realized it today. I ain't even gonna lie. Just today. And that's when I'm talking with Pete. Just today, how important these times are.
Yeah. I didn't realize it until he said that either. He's like, now I see why we celebrate birthdays. I'll be real. I'm like, man, it's just another day. But after you said that, and the way this year has been going, it put things into perspective. And it's like, damn, Joe.
No, that surprises me about you, actually. Because I feel like you're somebody that looks at the whole picture. Just from my involvement with you and engagement with you, you're just, to me, you're just a well-rounded person, and you take a look at everything, especially listening to you after class. Yeah. So that's really surprising, bro. How come you never thought of it that way?
I don't know. I just never really looked at it as, maybe because my birthday, I really don't know. It could be various reasons, but I feel like maybe top of my head, it's because my birthday is 4 days before Christmas. So my birthdays are usually celebrated with Christmas.
So it gets swallowed down.
Right. It's like together. Yeah. It's like, hey, Merry Christmas. Oh, and happy birthday too.
Okay, so what are we doing for your birthday this year?
So it's like, I don't know, man. I really want to celebrate.
Yeah, no, I want to celebrate the fuck out of you. Yeah. I want to get you a birthday gift, and I want to get you a Christmas gift. Oh, you let me know what you want, Pete. I don't fucking work extra shifts, baby. Yeah. And I'm getting that shit. You want a bottle, I get you a bottle. You just want a card, I get you a card. But we're going to celebrate you this year.
I really want to celebrate.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate each other.
Last year for my birthday, I proposed.
Oh, nice.
So now moving forward, it's like the engagement or whatever until we get married. But so I got engaged on my birthday. But my lady's working this year on my birthday.
Ooh.
And the day after. But I still want to celebrate my birthday.
Well, that's
now that we said it, I was like, fuck it. If she's at work,
you can't celebrate without her. That's
oh, baby, you working? Oh, damn.
Shit, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate after your birthday. My son's is the day after Christmas, so let's, we get him a Christmas gift and a birthday gift because it ain't his fault, Right. That's when he was born and things like that. So we celebrate him separately. But I want to celebrate you, Pete. God damn it.
I want to celebrate this year too.
Yeah. What you want to do?
I don't know yet.
Let's plan that shit right now. We should take a poll. What should we do for Pete's birthday?
That's a good idea.
What, and give them we'll let you pick the options, and then we'll take a poll and go. Is that fair to Pete? Like, this is what they want to do. What do I want to do?
Yeah.
You give like 4 options.
Okay.
Right? Your top 4.
I don't know,
and then
man.
we'll put a
Options
poll
paralyze
out.
people.
See? That
Yeah,
wide lens. That's that wide lens.
When I'm
peek
at
right
Subway, I'm fucked up at Subway. And it starts with the first question: what kind of bread you want? Well, shit, y'all got like 8 types of breads.
Tell you, man, options paralyze.
Now I get In and Out. That's why it's called In and Out Burger, bitch. Because y'all motherfuckers got too many options, and you over here, give me 1 second. Order when you're ready, sir.
That's why you gotta pull up knowing what you want.
But
know what you want, son.
Sometimes you know what you want, and you just like, damn.
No, fuck that. Know what you want. Go get that shit.
All right, that's a message.
That's life right there.
That is life. But what if they out of what you want?
That's true.
Have a backup.
Hey, Subway talking about we're out of bread. Bitch,
Like,
that's
how you
the
gonna be out of
staple
bread?
company.
You Subway. That's what
the
you
staple
do.
of the
That's what you
sandwiches,
do.
my guy. Sandwiches. I almost said the N-word, but I stopped. I got it. I said guy. Oh,
That's
come
what you
on.
do, Subway.
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
run out of bread.
It's like Burger King talking about, we don't have any burger patties.
We don't got no meat. Like what?
I don't
Bitch,
know,
that's
man.
the premise.
Sometimes you go to Popeyes and they're out of chicken.
I would be upset. So what y'all got? Well, we just got red beans and rice and
Burning
french
this
fries.
motherfucker down. That's just a damn shame.
Hey,
We still
just
got the biscuit.
Y'all know Popeyes
them
red
dry
beans
ass
and
biscuits.
Popeyes red beans and rice has pork in it. Did y'all know that? I was talking
It
to one
wouldn't
of
surprise me.
my Muslim homies.
Oops.
And he was
Don't get no Popeyes
he was
bean
like,
pies.
"Yo,
bro.
man, I love Popeyes red beans and rice." I was like, "Bruh, you know they red beans and rice has pork in it." He was like, "You for real?" I was like, "I'm dead ass serious."
Fuck his
And I
life
don't
up.
even know why I know that, but I looked at the ingredients one day and I was like, "Damn, this shit got pork in it." All right, that shit's so good. But yeah, man. So just be careful, be mindful
Fuck
of that
his
if you're out
life up,
there.
man.
Then you then changed it up for him.
But I had to make him aware, right? Ignorance is bliss. I'm sorry.
You're right.
I don't want to leave you in that thing, though. You know, I had to tell you. Yeah. I feel like it was on my heart to inform you, like, oh, God, you're not supposed to be chewing on that shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Spit it out.
However you use it, because he was getting down on them bitches. Like, shit.
Tearing this shit up.
All kinds of pig in that motherfucker,
Oh
dog.
man, that's terrible.
Oh, that shit's wild.
That's terrible.
I want to celebrate you. Griff wants to celebrate you. So even if it's like, New Year's Eve, do you celebrate? Is that too far away from your birthday? That's 10 days after.
I don't know, man. I feel like the way this year's going, everybody's looking forward to 2021 as if anything is going to change.
I hadn't seen any like next year's my year or new year, new me shit yet, and we a month out.
That's because
It's
everybody
like-
done
still
said
worried
that.
about
Everybody,
this year.
yeah, everybody done said that this year. And is it really your year yet?
Like I ain't gonna
Yo,
say
I talked
shit
about that shit in class. And we alluded to this on previous episodes. 2020 was such a shit show that the vast generalization is that it's been bad for everybody. But in reality, a lot of people have made a lot of personal gains, a lot of personal strides. So be careful to what the generalization of the population is saying as far as has been a bad year for them, because they'll play that shit off on you. Then subconsciously you'll be able to spit that shit back out and be like, damn, it's been a terrible year. It's been a terrible year. But in reality, you have gained so fucking much. All right. So be careful. Be aware of that.
Perspective.
Yeah, it's okay to have a bad year, to say I've had a good year, while people are generalizing saying that it's been a bad year overall.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with saying that shit. I just thought I'd let y'all know, baby.
I think
Throw
I
that
saw
out
there.
I saw a
good.
post that said that 2020 was the year that I thought I was going to go after what I wanted, but it made me realize how much I appreciate what I have.
Woo.
I see it, but y'all know, devil's advocate. I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate what I got, but that didn't I think 2020 has been the year where I've gone. Look at the podcast.
Yeah.
The shit that I'm doing outside of this, everything that we're continuing to do. 2020 has probably been the year that I've gone for the most stuff, the most that I want to achieve since 2016. For me, 2016 was a really big year for me, and I was like, damn, I proved myself right in a lot of areas. I had my certification for 2 years already, but I was in summer school at a community college, and I had told my counselor. And she was like, well, what's your goal? I was like, all I do is I just want an acceptance letter from this certain university. And she kind of looked at me. I was like, oh, you don't know. You don't know. That's okay. You don't know. I understand, because my transcripts, it was a 17, 18 year. I went to college when I was 17.
Yeah.
So everybody there is older than me. And I'm like, shit, well, it's my first time away from my parents. I want to fucking get down. I want to party. I want to hang out, drink. I want to do all the shit that makes me seem socially acceptable. I want to
Right.
be. I want, you know, I just want to. I want to hang out, and that's what I did. And my grades reflected that. So when I went to summer school that year at the age of 26, like my grades were superb. And the only reason I didn't land my 2 A's is because I had did a bodybuilding show, and it was the same day that class had started, and I mixed the schedule up, so I ended up with 2 high B's, and I was very upset with myself because I held myself for a high standard for those classes that I had for summer school, because I was like, all right, if I want this accepted, I just want the acceptance. I don't even want to go. I just want the acceptance letter from this specific university to prove to my 14, 15, 16, and 17-year-old self that I fucking had it and I could do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to prove something to my teenage self. Ain't that's fucking crazy? So, you know, that's how that shit went for me, man.
But that goes back to the emphasis on the importance.
Yeah.
As you grow through the whole process of becoming, it's like, this is what's important to me now.
It is.
Should have been important to me then, but this is what's important to me now.
Yeah.
Right. Priority shifted.
Yeah. Like, that's why when I have conversations with folks and they're like, nah, it's too late. Too late for what? You about to die tomorrow? If you're not, then what's too late? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, it's gonna take me a year. Okay, that year's gonna go by anyways.
Right.
So
might
it comes
as well
down
spend it
to,
doing
you're gonna
what
do
you're
it or you're
supposed to
not.
do. Yep.
Because a year from now, you're gonna say, oh man, I wish I had started.
Yep.
Okay, well fucking start.
Yep. And again, so if you look at it in a different perspective, that's based off of what you have. Right.
Right.
Because of what you went through, now you have the tenacity and the determination to prove to your 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old self to do whatever you need to do. Right. So you look at it in a different way. It's still based off of, you know,
It really,
thinking about being thankful for what you have.
yeah.
Right.
And I think it's one of those things where we have it and we do it on a daily basis, or we go through the monotony of just moving. You know, when we had that conversation with Michael, and he was saying, guys, we got to change up our routine.
Yeah.
You know, I had a patient, and he was fine. He's about to get ready to go home. You know, he was like maybe a day or two away from going home. And I came in and I was his nurse again. And I was like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, what can I do to make your stay a little more comfortable before you go home?
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, Peter? I just want to brush my teeth.
Damn.
Simple shit.
Simple. I was like, is that all you need? Or do you need any pain? Do you need water? He goes, you know, I just want to brush my teeth. Haven't brushed my teeth in 2 days. And that's some of the things that we take for granted, because we wake up every day, brush our teeth
Wow.
until you don't get to.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let me go get you a toothbrush and some toothpaste.
Wow.
After that, I was like, how you feel? He goes, like a new person.
Wow.
So, and then we had that conversation. So he's been a police officer for, you know, a certain amount of years, still is. And he was like, you see, I asked him, I was like, man, I'm pretty sure you see some crazy shit for all the years of being on the force. He's like, yeah, you do. And until, like, he's still a strong, healthy guy. He's like, man, until that is taken away from you, something as simple as brushing your teeth,
Yeah.
we won't realize what we have.
Y'all been brushing y'all teeth with y'all's left hand?
I tried it once. It took me forever.
I did it 2 times.
Yeah, I had to do it twice.
I didn't. I haven't thought about it. I forgot all about it.
Ferrari,
I get stuck in the routine.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying
my shit.
Ferrari, man. I'm
Yeah.
trying to switch shit up. I gotta
Yeah.
reach out to him, man. I'm
Called
trying
out.
to make some cash, baby. I'm trying to get these dollars up. God damn, I'm trying to get these dollars up, man. Time everywhere else in the middle of the day, like, you know,
Yeah.
gotta get this flow on, gotta get this hustle on. Oh man, it brings me to something that I wanted to allude to. Yeah, we're in the holiday season, and probably one of the biggest financial holidays that we have coming up, where everybody spend, give,
Yeah.
is Christmas, what we have coming up. And I got to thinking about the people that, you know, were furloughed or lost their jobs or didn't get approved for unemployment, or unemployment read out, and all that money that they went to, you know, all that money that they had went to bills and doing things like that. I just wanted to offer y'all a word of encouragement. I know especially if you have children or you feel like you have to get somebody something, we feel that pressure of having to deliver on that. And this year has been a year where it hasn't been as easy, and that's okay. It's okay to not be able to deliver all the time. Don't stress yourself out about that. You know, oh, I'm going to disappoint the kids, man. I think the kids would rather see a happy, stress-free mom and dad, or uncle and aunt, cousin, grandma, grandpa, or, you know, whatever the situation may be, as opposed to someone who's stressing out financially, trying to provide for them something materialistically. My mom sent a text message today. I said, I don't remember the toys that I got, but I remember the holidays for the food that was there and the people that were there. I don't remember the toys that I had. I don't remember anything like that, but I remember the experiences. I remember the smells. I remember the taste. I remember the colors. So deliver in that way if you can, all right? And then, of course, if you're going through anything, please reach out to us. You're not alone. And I know us three, we'll do our damnedest to get you to the proper sources to provide help and do things like that. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of programs out here like the Marines do the Toys for Tots every year. I really wanted to do that. The Marines do Toys for Tots, man. Don't stress yourself out about that. We hear people, taking their lives over holidays, not being able to provide or financially being in a rut for the holiday season. That's just something that was on my mind today as we came in when Pete was talking. Pete's phenomenal at giving those messages after class. Like today, somebody was asking me a question. I was like, hold on, I gotta hear what Pete says. I'll answer you.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I'll answer your question after. And they were just asking me like, where'd you get your pants? Like, hang on. Like that can wait. Let's hear what Pete has to say. Seriously, because not only does it touch me, it can change your life for the situation that you're in. I don't know what you got going on. These pants can wait. I appreciate it though. You like pants. hey, you know what I'm saying? But don't stress yourself out trying to over deliver. I think the kids and yourself would much rather have the lights on or a car to ride in as opposed to a game that they're going to play for 15 minutes and be done with it. Kids. Yeah. Or even the kids that expect a lot, like they're just going to have to understand that this year is probably not a year for you to get a whole lot of shit. Yeah. And maybe that's a life lesson, like at the moment. Hey, shit don't always work out that way, homie. A lot of, but don't take it as, oh, I'm a bad parent, I couldn't deliver. No, you deliver a lot more than just gifts wrapped underneath the tree or however you deliver them if you celebrate.
But sometimes when I've taken a step back and I've watched a room, like my little cousins or my cousins' kids and whatnot, and you think about they're privileged because they have a lot of gifts to open. But they go through gifts like that, and then once they're done opening the gifts or the excitement of opening the gifts, they're like, you watch them and they would, just an example, hey, let's go bake cookies. And they will actually enjoy the whole process of baking cookies together, and they're laughing, and they don't even think about their toys, to be honest with you, until it's time to go. Yeah. And they probably leave their toys back because they don't even remember where they put it.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see them open their gifts, and for those that have the financial means for it. But that means we're blessed in essence, because people talk about blessings and they think of materialistic things. Not all the time, but you see that. But if you really think about it, we're blessed because we have the opportunity to be in the presence of our friends and family. For those that haven't lost certain friends and family, and so we have that conversation. It's so easy to say we take things for granted until you actually lose it. And it's like, man, I really took that thing for granted, or I really took that person for granted. And so that's where the blessings come into play. And it's like, and I was blessed to be able to celebrate another birthday. Right. Or I was blessed to be able to celebrate another birthday of theirs. Right. And it's like, damn, Joe, I'm going to want to celebrate everybody's birthday now. Be like, hey, what you doing this year?
We should.
You ain't doing anything? Nah, hell no. I'm coming over and we're taking a shot. Even that's all we do. And then I'll leave.
Yeah.
Give a fuck.
Fuck it.
And also on another note for holiday, man, fuck them kids.
Badass kids.
Kids don't do shit. Them kids been at home all motherfucking year. Sitting in the house. Teenagers sitting at the house. You still got to come home and do the motherfucking dishes and shit. Kid ain't done shit asking for motherfucking gifts and shit. Get your ass up out of that bed and do something. God damn it.
My little, I don't know, the second cousin, I think it's second cousin. So he asked my cousin, he's like, hey, Dad, do I get the PS5 this year? My cousin turned, he goes, what did you do this year to deserve a PS5? He's like, you've been homeschooled this entire time. You didn't even have to wake up early to go to class.
You ain't had to carry shit out. You've been at the house chilling, doing homework till 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock?
But you know what, though? My cousin got him a PS5 anyways. He's just
he doesn't know it.
He don't know it.
Do y'all remember y'all's gifts from Christmas? Do you remember any specific Christmases where you like, oh shit? Like, I only remember 3 Christmases. And they all, so there was Christmas when I was younger. I got the PS1. That's what they call it now. The great PlayStation. But I got it 2 years after it came out. But I didn't know no better. It came out in 95. I got it in like 97, 98. I was up there playing Madden 97, NBA Live 97. Yeah. And then Christmas, my 6th grade year, I got the PS2. Yeah, damn, PlayStations. God, ain't that some shit? And then when I was 14, like my uncle and the uncle that him and I are not seeing eye to eye at the moment. Like they got me Madden 2004, NBA Live 2004. I got a Carmelo Anthony throwback Denver Nuggets jersey that I still have.
Yeah.
I got the Carmelo Anthony 1.5s. They got me Crunk Juice. They got me Petey Pablo's writing in my diary too. There was one other album. It was a Ludacris album. It was Red Light District. They got me that as well. They got me a custom Texas jersey with the number 6 and my last name on the back because I wanted to go to UT. So that was like every gift that I got that year. And I remember those 3 Christmases.
Yeah.
And I'm 30. So there were 27 Christmases before that. And I don't know what the fuck was going on,
But it's funny because we think about it and we talk about how spoiled these kids are nowadays and whatnot. But
they are.
As a parent or as an uncle or as an older cousin or whatnot, it's like, man, I want to be able to provide you the things that I didn't have.
Right.
And we're talking amongst our friends, and whatnot. It's like, man, these kids are spoiled. They've been going to Disney World. I don't even remember when I went to Disney World. I went to Disney World for the first time as an adult kind of thing. Or like, oh man, these kids are going snowboarding with us. Man, I didn't go snowboarding. But you talk about that, but it's like alluding to what our parents are telling us when we were growing up. It's like they go through the sacrifices in order to provide you with the things they didn't have.
Yeah.
And we're doing the same thing. And we joke about it, but jokes aside,
we create
you really do want to provide them with stuff.
We love seeing their little faces smile and shit.
Yeah, until you're a little brat, and it's like, you spoiled mother.
Bro, that's one thing I'm thankful for. Like my son, he's not like the bratty ass kid that like if he doesn't get something, like he say some slick shit. Like I know some kids that like don't get something and they get everything, and it pisses me off. And then they say some slick shit. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You really just fucking said that shit? Like you get every single motherfucking thing. You see how I'm talking? You get everything you want, and this one thing you're ungrateful for?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, if we was back in Section 8 housing, I would beat your ass all across this motherfucking house. Across the up and down this bitch, I'll wear your ass out. Oh, I can't believe shit like that, man.
That's a typical trip to Walmart right there. You be driving, walking by, and you're like, these motherfuckers. Kid don't get some random toy. Throw a fit, and you're like,
I be wanting to snatch kids up that are mine. Yeah,
I
got but I try to stay in my line. Like I take my son to the park every now and then. Like I'll pick him up after school, and he likes going to the park. I'm like, all right, cool, we're going to the park. So this second time that we went to this one specific park, there was the same family out there. So Judah goes and plays with the older brother of that family. And then like this young lady, she's out there with 3 boys and she's by herself. One of them, he's like real into nature, so he'll be going by the trees, and I'll be looking at him like, this boy far.
Joe still doesn't know how to approach the woman. Socially awkward.
No, because like I'll look at my son. I'll be like, all right, my son's good. This baby way out by the trees, and I'll like migrate over there because I feel like if you're a parent at the park, even though you may have different ideologies, different everything like that, but the thing is, don't let none of these babies get took. Right. If my son's over there by you, like you got a scope of that area. I see your son, we're checking him. So I felt bad. This little boy, he's like, you know what an underdog is? And I've seen his mom do it where she'll go and push him on the swing, like she'll run under him and let him swing for one. I was like, yeah, I've seen your mom do it. He's like, can you do it for me? I was like, I'm not touching you. First of all, I don't know how your mama feel. Like I'm only over here because you the only one on the swings. I don't want nothing happening to you. Your 2 other brothers is over there playing with my son. So it's kind of like an understood, like I got your little homie right here. My little homie's over there. He's like, can you push me? I said, I think your mom's coming to push you. I'm not fucking touching you. Then not because of COVID and nothing like that. Yeah. You don't know who want their baby touched by you and everything like that. You don't know how somebody's gonna react. Right. So I'm trying to sit here and explain. I said, how old are you? He said, I'm 4. And he sticks his finger up. I'm like, damn, I can't explain it to you how I want to explain it to you. Right. And it's not me being mean, it's me being cautious because I don't know how your mom's gonna react. Right. I don't know anything like that. And I just kept saying, I think your mom's coming. Oh, you wanna go over there and play? He was like, yeah, I wanna go over there and play, and you can go stand by my mom. So he's like, come on. I'm like, all right, like I'll go with him. He rough too. He getting sandals out there. He like his little sandals on. I noticed that about him. So like his mom's over there. I'm standing over here. I'm just watching everything. And he's like, you want to come watch me play? I was like, oh man, I gotta watch my kid. Yeah. So I understand that shit. That shit be uncomfortable as hell. You don't be wanting to say no to him. Yeah. Kid is sweet as hell. Smart ass little 4-year-old too. Smart as in like the way he speaks and everything like that. I said, you a good young man. He said, I'm not a man yet. I was like, okay, you're a boy. Yeah, yes. I was like, God damn, you know how that shit goes. So every now and then it's cool, man. But it's really cool when you get your kids something and you can tell that they really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that I think that fulfillment and that joy that you get as a parent or anyone that gets anyone a gift and you know it was sincere from your heart and it's something that they really appreciated themselves. You see it on their face. There's no feeling like it.
Reminds me of a story. So shout out to my ex. So she told me this story. She got the kids. So actually the kids were with me. She called and was like, "Hey, ask Trey what shoes he wants." Right. So he said what shoes he wanted. Cool. She was like, "Girls, do y'all want some shoes?" They were like, "No, we're okay." I'm like, all right. They didn't want no shoes, so they ain't get no shoes. Right. So I dropped them off, and she texted me back. She was like, "Guess what? These ungrateful mother, you know." So she went ahead and bought my daughter's shoes too.
Yeah.
So they see the shoes and they just kind of was like,
whatever.
Yeah. Didn't say thank you, nothing. She was like, you know what? I'm taking them back. She didn't give them shoes. She
we
took
didn't
back.
want them in the first place.
But still, it's like you got something that you weren't expecting. Oh, thanks, Mom. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, be grateful.
Yeah.
That's all there is to
But
it.
is that her fault? You expected me to be gracious for something I didn't even want?
Yeah.
No.
It's just it's the thought. The thought. You were thinking about your kids.
Yeah, you
right?
asked me if I wanted it. I said no. Ain't no thank you coming.
Well, technically, they needed the shoes.
I understand that.
Right?
I understand
so she
that.
got them because they needed them.
Yeah.
Right? But still, say thank you.
Yeah.
Little ungrateful little motherfucker. I was like, you motherfucker. That's when we get something, like we get food, we get pizza or something like that, right? If I don't hear a thank you, put it back right now. Put it back. Go to your room. Figure out why you go into your room. Go to your room.
They be in
Right?
the
They
room.
be like, oh shit, she didn't say thank you.
I'm hungry as hell.
They come back in there. Thank you for the pizza, Daddy. Yeah, sit you
Yeah.
down.
Speaking of food, this guy went hungry last night. You remember our conversation about always buy extra?
I didn't buy at all.
So get this.
To make a
After
point.
class last night,
It's late.
his
We left late.
lady asked him to go buy some lemon.
Yeah.
Different conversation. And then he was like, let me call her back if she needs anything else, right? Calls her back, didn't get a call. So instead of picking up food because he doesn't want to buy extra, he went home hoping that there'd be something to eat at the house. There was nothing to eat at the house.
No, okay, wait. Let me fix that because there was something.
Besides lemon.
So I was like, okay. So I was like, can I make this? And she's like, go ahead. It was Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm hungry as a motherfucker right now.
See?
And she's like, well, why didn't you get something to eat? Because I called you twice. You answered the first time, you didn't answer the second time, so I didn't come home with anything because I didn't want to come home with something. And then lo and behold, you like, well, what you eat now? And I'm like, we back to square one. So yeah, I had an apple and a sugar cookie.
See?
Oh, Joe.
See? And I asked him, I was
It's
like,
actually
hey,
better
so
for
why did
flowing.
you just buy extra? Because I don't buy extra, Peter. I don't buy extra. And I'm like, okay, so now you complaining
story.
because you're
Yeah,
hungry. Would it have been better to buy extra food or starve?
No, I stand
He's
my
like, well, I
ground.
wasn't starving. I was like, okay, so what'd you eat? What did you eat? Cookies?
An apple and a sugar
Yeah.
cookie.
Yeah. And I was like, was that
So
for
they're
half hour?
hungry than the mother.
I had
Yeah.
about 3 bottles of water.
They're hungry and shit.
He's like, oh, but it was fine. I was fulfilled. I was like, were you though? 'Cause
I woke up this morning, leaned in the bitch. I could see my ribs. Like,
you should have just bought
I was
extra.
like,
Joe.
ooh, I stepped on the scale. I was like, oh, yeah. Apple, some sugar cookie diet, baby.
Oh my God, man.
That's how it goes, though, sometimes. Tomorrow,
That's-
I'm going to make
man.
it. You know what? Tomorrow, I have a goal in mind to not overindulge.
Good.
Eat a plate. Take some time. Don't just go smack it back. You know what? Pete and I were talking about it. We don't talk about, we're trainers and we don't talk about fitness a whole lot. So we'll have people that, yeah, we don't. And I was like, that's badass. Like, there's more to us than just training.
Yeah.
Trainers get together and I was like, oh, it's a training podcast. Hell no, ain't no training podcast. I don't even want to talk about training. Leave me alone. All right. But I think I've encountered, like a gentleman, he had to have Thanksgiving on Sunday, this past Sunday, because he's going back to work on Thanksgiving Day. And he's like, yeah, I overindulged for the entire week. And then I feel like it's more, I could be wrong in my aim, that it's more of a psychological thing for women. Like, I can't do this, especially women that are really, in their mind about their body image. I can't do this, this, and this. Don't beat yourself up about tomorrow. Don't beat yourself up about eating at the holiday. Now, if you're one of those people, be consciously aware and make it a meal. Make it a meal. Have your meal. Enjoy your meal. Have the full course. Enjoy the dessert. Enjoy you an alcoholic beverage or two, and then get back on it. You can do that. You can
Because
do
one
that.
meal doesn't make or break you.
It doesn't make. It's the week. that 2 weeks,
Right.
the 3
It's
weeks,
the
that
habits
breaks you.
and patterns.
Yeah.
Patterns.
Yeah.
Why is it like that though? Why is it that Thanksgiving is like everybody's excuse to go crazy?
I feel like it's a national holiday where it's been made like we got a turkey, we got mac and cheese, we got this. Speaking of Andrea, she was like, mac and cheese is a side dish. I said, wait a minute. Next to the turkey, mac and cheese is probably number 2, then dessert, and then it's everything else that you argue about, which is good. But anyways, well, yeah,
I was gonna say something about that.
That's but no, it's a northern because she's from Rochester. She's from up in New York. Then we got another member from Ohio. Who did the same thing? Like they're like, nah, mac and cheese is in the side. And I said, wait, you eat mac and cheese as like a full? She's like, yeah, I've had mac and cheese just like for dinner. I said, where's the meat? Like that's not a dinner. Like where's the meat at? No, but where were we at? Feeling bad about that. Ladies, don't feel bad about that shit. And if you're a fella that feels bad about that, because enjoy that day, enjoy that moment, and then get back on your routine. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Don't be in your head so much about it, because I believe that can start. And I don't mean to speak out of context about things that can start to relay bad processes about your relationship with food will sour, and I believe eating disorders can come up and things like that, and we want you to really be helpful. Yeah. Be healthy and be mindful and be well-rounded in your mind when it comes to dealing with food, because a lot of people have a bad relationship with food. Mm-hmm. Like me, like when I get sad, like I abuse food. Pizza, boom. All right, that's my damn. Food is a drug. Yeah. It can be a drug, I watch
medicine,
or a medicine. I watch My 600-Pound Life, and I'd be like, God damn, you ate a 24-piece of chicken? That shit's fucking wild, So enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy your family. I think a big message for tomorrow is be in the moment.
Right. Yes.
Especially
Put your phone down.
Put your phone down.
Put the phone down. That should be
the phone eats first. Man, everybody has the same meal you now. They just don't need to take a picture of your plate.
But mine tastes better, Pete.
I don't know, man. I got egg rolls.
But what is a picture gonna do? How's a picture gonna prove that it tastes better?
If it looks good on the plate, I add filters to my food, so mac and cheese look extra great on.
So I'll ask y'all this: what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish or side or whatever?
Man, okay, I'm gonna take away baked mac and cheese and turkey, greens. Pete, you eat greens?
Ooh, the collards.
You eat greens?
Yeah.
Wait, what was you about
collard
to say?
greens?
It's not just the black.
Pete knows what collard greens are.
Yeah, man.
Well, somebody in class didn't know what they were. Had never had them before.
Is this Griffin by name?
Yeah, our second class we had 2 of our members who shared the same skin tone as me, and I was by there pushing them, and I said tomorrow, y'all having greens tomorrow? And they both looked at me. They were like, yeah. I said, you put hot sauce in your greens? And only one of them was like, yeah. She's like, no, I don't eat hot sauce. I said, you don't put hot sauce on your fried chicken? I said, you eat your fried chicken with ketchup still, don't you?
It's funny to watch my family get together because, like Thanksgiving, for example. Speaking of which, so we've had a tradition for 38 years. 38 years. Yeah. And tomorrow will be the first year in 38 years where we don't get together. Because my grandmother is old, and she's like, we don't know what's gonna happen with COVID and everything, and there's no need to have everybody in one household
to risk it.
Because I have a huge family on my dad's side. 18 aunts and uncles, 60-something cousins. God. Yeah, man. Anyways.
So gotta rent out an auditorium to have things.
So when everybody gets together and is able to make it, I mean, not so much now because we'll be pre-COVID. Like last couple of years, people have their own things, and cousins are old enough to have their own families, so they have in-laws and whatnot. Anyways, long story short, when we have traditional, the adults like my grandmother, my aunts and uncle would make like traditional Vietnamese dishes. Yeah. And then you have your traditional turkey and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and whatnot. The adults would go for the traditional turkey Thanksgiving food. And then my cousins and I that don't usually get like home cooked Vietnamese food, we go for the Vietnamese stuff. So you step back and you watch the table and it's like, is anybody gonna eat turkey and stuff? And all the cousins like, man, fuck the turkey. Yeah, I want this. Like grandma made this. I don't usually get this. Yeah,
my mom sent me a wild ass text today, and it said the Pilgrims were Trump supporters. Oh, wait a minute, Mom. The fuck are you talking about? I was like, what? She was going off in the family text messages talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I was like, God damn.
I work Christmas this year and Christmas Eve. We got our schedule, and I was like, wait, I'm scheduled for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day?
Oh, that's cold.
That's cool. I don't celebrate Christmas or nothing, you know? I mean,
You
I do.
Oh,
I was thinking in my head, it's like, oh, okay, so you're going to schedule me for Christmas Eve and Christmas? Like I don't celebrate Christmas or something? Why, because I'm Asian? No, I was kidding. Kidding, but I'm not kidding.
Oh, man.
I used to put on all my applications, they say, can you work weekends? Except Sundays for religious reasons. I wasn't at church. I was going out Saturday night. No, I can't work Saturday because the Lord needs me in attendance.
Oh, man.
That's the one day I can't work. Damn, man. Damn, I'm glad that, you know, I've been able to shift my outlook on birthdays and a couple of things like that.
Yeah.
Pete and I were still talking. I still haven't reached out to family and Lou as to what has transpired. That I don't want to say it didn't hurt my feelings, because it really didn't hurt my feelings, but it was just like, I still don't have time for that.
Right.
Would I like to? I'm lying. I don't know if I would like to reach out before it's too late. I gotta be honest. It's like, I don't, you know, I can't accept that. We talked about it after the thing, after the last show, and we alluded to when your parents don't realize, or family members don't realize, that you're a grown man now.
Yeah.
You can't talk to me. You can't say things to me a certain way, because I'm no longer that 10, 11, and 12-year-old that had to respond, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, respect it and move on. I'm now a man of my own, and that shit's not accepted.
Right.
That shit's not accepted. So I haven't accepted the fact that, you know, what's said has been said. You know, as far as like even the aspect of like, you know, change your last name to your dad's last name. So you know what I did? I got on Facebook and put my dad's last name. I'm like, all right, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Whatever you talking about, all right, that's cool. But at the same time, that's an ego thing, ain't it? I can't move past myself to go ahead and do it. Or is that an ego thing, or is that like, nah, I'm not accepting that. I'm really not. That's the boundary. You crossed that boundary. I'm not accepting that.
It could be a pride thing, man.
Yeah,
It could be both.
Could be, yeah.
But like, if
mixture.
you know somebody to have like been like that your entire life, as far as when situations went down to where they kind of bullied their way into like this is what it is, and now you're kind of like you've been fed that way since you were a preteen, and now you're an adult, and you're like, no.
So why are you holding on to it so hard?
You're not gonna talk to me like that. I don't call you a motherfucker. I don't call you a bitch. I don't call you outside your name. I don't disrespect you like that. Why do you think you can do that to me? Why do you think you can do that to me?
Have you made that known?
I feel like I'm making it known now. I'm not gonna talk to you.
I'm talking about straight up to them.
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to him. And this is somebody that raised me. I haven't talked to him. Like, no.
Be on you.
The hell raised me.
Because a lot of times, dude, you got to think, older generation, they stuck in their ways.
Well, then,
right?
why do I got to adjust to them being stuck in their ways?
You don't got to adjust. You just let them know, look, hey, I'm not going to adjust to this bullshit. Like, you need to recognize I'm a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Right? He still may be looking at you as
the kid that he
Lil
raised.
Joe.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to make that shit known, bro.
That's
That's grown man shit right there.
I got a whole fucking beard now, guys.
Right.
Like,
So
you know?
let them know, like, look, my shit is luxurious. Like, I'm a grown ass man. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. You're like, oh shit, you know what?
This, you know,
You coming at me correct like that? Damn, I gotta respect that.
Yeah.
If he can't respect it after you say something, then that's an issue on him.
Yeah, that's on him. But at least you made it
the
known.
attempt to do something like that.
But not saying anything is just
That's very childish.
It just lets
yeah,
it.
because they can view it differently. It's like, well, I try to reach out to him. Yeah, so
Yeah,
what?
but even if you try to reach out to me, you reached out in the wrong way.
Yeah,
You
so let
still
him know.
continue-
So let
you
him know
still
to come at you
continue
that
to-
way then.
Yeah.
You gotta let him know that.
Well, he watched the show, I hope. So
That's not directly saying it to him though.
You're right, man.
Come at him like a man,
Yeah,
bro.
man to man.
Man to man shit.
It's like, look, man, we'll talk about this, but let me address this first. The way you came at me, they ain't gonna
That
fly.
shit wasn't cool.
Yeah.
I can't let
bro.
that fly. I can't let that fly.
You know?
I'm never
Yeah.
gonna disrespect
But
you.
at least
like
you gotta
that.
make it vocal.
Right.
Yeah.
We talk about communication, right?
Yeah.
So communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grown man shit right
Speak
there,
up
baby.
speak up to your families. Speak up to your families. You got something that you're going through, something that you feel like your family disrespected, or something that rubbed you the wrong way. Speak up to them. I'm saying that. But guys, you know, we say all that shit here, then I'll be like, nah.
You revert back to the
I
childish
revert
shit.
back to that shit. I just
can't, though.
Like, I still feel like, look, I got too much shit going on right now to worry about that shit. But then tomorrow's never promised.
Handle
So
that
like,
shit,
I'm
bro.
conflicted. I'm like, damn, do I do this? Do I do this?
Tell me, man.
I'll call him when I'm drunk tomorrow.
Handle this shit.
Drunk off of tryptophan. Look, man.
Liquid courage. Liquid courage.
I ain't talked to you, but we talking now. That's
handle that shit.
Gotta handle that shit.
Because you keep apparently it's bothering, it's bugging the fuck.
Yeah, because you bring it up.
it's-
You keep bringing it up.
I guess I think about I think about it from the standpoint of like, okay, being a child and you're around that person. When you're a child, you don't know those type of conflicts. Then so you come to a conflict like that with a parent or a loved one who is older than you. Then I think about my relationship with my son. Everything's gravy. You're 5, 6 years old. And what happens when you turn 24 and I'm whatever age I am? Like, will we butt heads? Will you not want to talk to me again?
Probably, because times would be different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, I can't even stomach the thought of not ever talking to my son. Like, really? Like, that shit's wild. That shit's wild, man. And I think about that. Like, I don't ever want to have a disagreement with you like that to where we don't talk, son. Ever in my life. I love you too much. I love you.
You giving yourself advice right now.
He pretty is.
Am I?
He really much is. Yeah. Yeah. Because you said this is the same uncle that's been raising you, right?
Right.
Well, since I was 12, yeah.
Well, yeah. So
It's
he's been coming at you the same. He's coming at you now the way he's been coming at you in the past.
I guess I'll go back and listen to the episode so I can soak this shit in. I love y'all, man.
Mentally prepare himself.
Mentally prepare myself for this shit, man. I love it. Yeah, man, y'all my big bros, man. Y'all give me the advice that I need, man. I may not want to hear it, but fuck that shit.
You gave yourself the advice. You're the one that talked yourself. He talked. You talked through it. This is why therapy is important, people.
Yep.
Therapy is important.
Yeah, you were just talking it out loud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being in your head.
Yeah.
The voice in your head is different when you talk it out. When you talk out loud.
Put it
It's
out
like,
there in
damn.
the universe.
Do y'all talk to yourselves?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to myself on the way here.
Is it more or so to keep your mind in line of what you have to get done with throughout the day, or do you uplift yourself every now and then? What does your conversation with yourself look like?
It's a little bit of all of that, because a lot of times you have so much shit going on in your brain, right, in your mind. Sometimes you got to say it out loud to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Bet.
I talk out loud when I drive to work.
Right.
You got this, Pete.
Yup.
You got this, Pete.
Except that motivational speech.
Suck yourself up, yeah.
Yep. Hit
You
you
gotta
Al
speak
Pacino.
into existence sometimes.
Life is about that 1 inch.
Yeah.
You reach for that inch.
One
Hey,
opportunity.
isn't that on a motivational speech?
Any Given Sunday, Al Pacino.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
That's a good movie.
Well,
It is a good
There's
movie.
some titties in
On
that
it.
movie. I was like 9. I seen them titties. I was like, ooh, favorite movie.
I think Joe has one thing on his mind.
Oh, man. Titties and turkey.
I'm off that brown liquor, baby.
Gobbling cock.
Wait, no. Pause. That can be taken the wrong way.
Oh,
that was a good joke.
Until it backfires.
I thought about that shit on the phone. I didn't hear that anywhere, so that's an original joke.
I thought he was gonna say something to me in class, like something about class. He goes, "Hey Pete, when the turkey is stuffed with the chicken, is that?"
It's the turkey gobbling cock.
I was like, "Wait, what?"
Oh, man.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, shit. So, speaking of, like, talking to yourself, so on the way here, bro, I wanted to ask y'all this. Is there a song, like one song? A lot of people's like, yeah, I got a bunch of different songs, but is there one song that when it comes on, it shuts everything down? Like, you sweating, you saying all the lyrics, whatever. Like, is there one song for you that when it comes on, it's like lights out? Fuck it, I'm in this song right now. Because that happened to me on the way here. I lost it.
What song was it?
It's a song by a cat called The Truth, right? It's a Christian rapper. The song is called Scent.
Yeah.
Every time I hear it, I spit it at the top of my lungs, voice be raspy.
Yeah.
I'm choking, coughing, trying to keep up. Like, that's the one song. I got a million songs I love.
Yeah.
But when that song comes on, oh, man.
I think for
Can't tell
me,
me
it
nothing.
doesn't matter what's going on, but the moment I see Eminem come on and he's like, "One opportunity," I'm like, "Oh,
One shot.
yeah,
Shut it down.
that's it."
For me,
Crank up this volume.
I wanted to get it right. Dreams and Nightmares and Champions by Meek Mill. Those two songs come on. I'm like, yeah, all right.
If you had to pick one, though.
Oh yeah, you said pick one. Dreams and Nightmares. I think that holds a stronger intel.
Yeah.
Because life is full of dreams and nightmares, man.
That was a great question. I remember a conversation with Joe, and I was like, when people post songs on like their story and stuff. And it's really easy for you to just say, oh, okay, cool, another song. I told y'all it's like more so recently, if I have the time for it or if I'm not in the middle of doing something, I'll try to actually pull that song up. To see what their what their thought process is. Because if you think about it, people allude to music to express, what they're thinking about or some of the things that they're going through. And so it's like the lyrics of that particular song hit them in a certain way for them to feel they wanted to share it.
Yep. You learn a whole lot about a person.
And so, like I said, more so recently than before, it's like, oh man, let me go check out this song. And I may have already heard it, but let me go back and listen to the lyrics. Or if I've never heard it before, I was like, let me go check the song out. Yeah. And I'm like,
yeah, because you're on those stories, you're intentional with what song you pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
because people aren't just posting songs just to post songs.
Yeah.
Unless it just has really cool beats. But for the most part, majority of the time, that song or the lyrics of that song hit them a certain way to where they felt the need to share it.
Yep.
B. Hughes.
Yeah.
That's the man, right? B. Hey, shout out. He's got a show this weekend in Atlanta. I love the shit. I hope you absolutely kill it out there. Which one? Which one? It's okay if you don't know it, but you listened, and I appreciate that. 90s made, baby. I gotta shout him out. Because I know part of his story, man. I don't mean to tell a story. I've known him my entire life, but I don't let people know that because I like really fuck with the music. Yeah. We were in high school. We're both the same age, but I was just a grade ahead. We were in high school. He was living here. He lost his mom, car accident. He was in the car with her. So it's like amazing to see my guy, my cousin, Cuzzo, to see him. I remember that Christmas when he started music, we were 14, 15 years old. We each had $200 for Christmas. And he got the Fruity Loops pack and started making beats and doing his own thing. I got an iPod until I wanted to put all my music. I had LimeWire. I had a bunch of pornos. and he
back when Napster was the thing.
Napster.
No, y'all are like older than me. I wasn't fucking with Napster. To just see his progression from right there and listen to his style change and his development, and he's really good.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh yeah, this is my homie. Like he can rap. Yeah. He's good, and I'm like, yo, he's moving back here in January, so I'm extremely excited for that, man, because he's extremely creative, and it's fun to being around somebody that you've been around since you've been 3-4 years old,
right.
And for both of you to be creatives. Yeah. So we talk about stuff all the time. But his music is good, and the people that he's around, Adrian, Brandon Christian, Real Savella, like they're all artists. They're all out in Memphis right now at the moment. It's only a 6-hour trip, but then see them all doing their thing, I absolutely fucking love it. And I appreciate you.
But see, that's one of those things that you can appreciate as a friend that it's like you have friends and acquaintances that make moves and are become successful. But it's different when it's your close group of it's your close circle. Yeah, and it's like, man, I know what you do. I know what you've been through. Right. I know what you have been doing just to get to where you are now. And it's like you can appreciate that.
Yep.
It's different. That celebration is different. And friends, please celebrate your friends.
Celebrate your people.
Stop being so competitive with each other, man. Are you really a true friend if you're jealous of what your friend is doing?
Right.
It's like, come on, guys. There's plenty of food. There's enough food to eat. And if you're one of those people that are like, hey, we sit at the same table, we all eating, please, I would hope you're a firm believer of that. Yeah. If I'm eating, we're all eating. Yeah. Celebrate each other, man. There's no need to compete. There's no need to compete.
Yeah.
Pete, I think that was wonderful. You got anything you want to add to that?
I would say my top 4 songs from Legends. I think it's called Sundiata, Digits, and Badu. But my favorite one is Legends.
Legends.
I like Legends.
Bet Badu goes so
Badu go hard though.
And then, hey, I tell my cousin, I said, Digits got me through my divorce. I would be at that. So I live with my homie Mike Almadara. He having a beautiful baby girl next year, man. I hope it all goes wonderful for you and your love, man. I called it, baby. I called the gender and everything. No, it's crazy because I had the other website and I was blogging and I wrote about him and the lady that he's with now, the love of his life. And I said I could see it in the future where there's a kid, not even a week later, and now she was pregnant. And then they're like, well, what do you think the gender is? I was like, it's a girl. It's a girl. And I'll just be in touch with him. I'll be centered. I'll be zenned out. But when Digits came out, and he, that first part of the song, he's like, I left my girlfriend, moved to Vegas 2 weeks later. And, I was like, I was rapping the shit out that song. So it got me through my divorce, man. It's crazy how, how songs will help you and go from right there. But we're going to get this clip. I'm going to send it over to him, man. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah. Y'all go listen to B. Hughes. I got to shout him out one time. Yeah. Anything else? Let's close this bad boy out, man. Let's close this bad boy out. Pete had a good message right there. We can end on that, man. This holiday season, beautiful, man. What else you got for him?
The process of grieving is different for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. You got to understand that. But whatever process you are at or whatever step you are in your grieving process, it's okay to grieve. Right. That's part of life. It's just a struggle. But let's just be empathetic towards each other because we really don't know what each one of us is going through. Right. So you've heard me say it before. It's a quote, grieve if you must. That way you're free to feel something else. You hear my boy Joe, my boy Griff. My name is Peter. Remember, please be brave with your life.
Yeah.